This is it. Who's coming away with the Lombardi in Super Bowl 50?
I was scared, but she was beautiful, like a movie. She kept looking back like something was coming. Said we ain't slowing down, ain't stopping for nothing. My truck was shaking, my blood was pumping, but she was laughing. I about hit the brakes when we came around the corner, a mile of blue light. Fuzzy after that. All I remember is sirens, blue lights flashing and driving, dirt lane passing and flying, tearing through the red lights, blowing through the stop signs. All I remember is sirens, ringing from the firing, one curve away from dying. Yeah, all I remember is sirens. The man on the radio reported the chase and all about the beauty, how she cleaned up the bank, how she was dangerous and almost got away, but they found her. She was in the choppers, they were swirling around. For every couple of rounds, they ran off a couple, but they wouldn't back down. All I remember is sirens, blue lights flashing and driving, dirt lane passing and flying, tearing through the red lights, blowing through the stop signs. All I remember is sirens, ringing from the firing, one curve away from dying. Really, all I remember is sirens. We were all out of road and I knew she could tell, cause she leaned across my lap and buckled my belt and kissed me on the cheek, said thanks for the help, hold on boy. Well, she ain't the wheel and I held my breath. We flipped so many times we should have been dead, and that's all I got. And I just woke up here and that's it. All I remember is sirens, blue lights flashing and driving, dirt lane passing and flying, tearing through the red lights, blowing through the stop signs. All I remember is sirens, blue lights flashing and smiling, one curve away from dying. All I remember is sirens. Sirens. And her blue eyes flash, and those long legs standing on the side of the road. Her Honda with the hood up, covered in smoke, her thumb in the air, somewhere to go in a hurry.
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me.
Every team dreams of the Super Bowl, so there's no doubt both sides will be ready in this matchup between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers here at Sun Life Stadium. Phil, you played in this game. You know what it's like, and we're just a few minutes away from getting it started. Kickoff at the Super Bowl. What are you thinking?
Well, it's so exciting. I will tell you, this is the one time where nerves can really affect the play of the players in a game, because it is so big, it is so different, that you've got to make sure you settle down and just concentrate on the next play.
They'll go shotgun here. Scrambling out of the pocket. Gives himself up.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. From the gun. Intercepted. And he's brought to the ground. An early pick, and he's going to have to bounce back from this one.
Yeah, he is. But I'd go to the sideline here, and I'd yell at my offensive line because, my gosh, everybody's around him. no room to step and throw the football. That's not the quarterback's fault. That's the offensive line.
First down at the 38. Wide to the left. It's wide open.
This gives an offense a lot of momentum. It gives everybody confidence. This running back, he's sitting there going, keep giving it to me, man, because I can make it happen.
We watched him in practice this week, Phil. Practicing plays inside the 20. Let's see what they come out with their first opportunity today inside the red zone.
Well, you've said it many times. This is where you win or lose the football game. They got the quarterback and receivers to make it happen.
Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today, this group of wide receivers must go vertical. They must open up the game for the offense. Press coverage all the way. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They bring him to the turf. Taking a look at the linebackers. They're young, they're unheralded, but they do know how to make plays. Just 2 yards to go.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
Going to be a penalty here. The opening touchdown of the Super Bowl. Will decline the penalty and let the play stand.
The Super Bowl is like no other game out there. It's so big. The tension is so much more than the other playoff games. And when you score first, that is a big, big deal. More than anything, it's a great relief to get that out of the way.
Extra point was good. The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Fields the football at the 3. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The 49ers just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiven to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Halfway through this first quarter now. He's got the catch. That's his first reception today. The defensive line will be the focus here in this game. If they're disrupting the quarterback, the rest of the defense will have a chance to do their thing. Keeps it on the sneak. First down coming up. Ball is out. This one's going back the other way. It's the defense that steps up big time here in the first quarter and now gives the offense a chance to build to an early lead.
Yeah, good job by the defense. They've set the team up right now so they can kind of take control of the game. I know it's early, but there's nothing like getting on top and making the other team play from behind.
Shakes off the hit.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more.
That pass play wasn't good for much. So now it's second down and 9.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
Brings it in. Picks up 8 here.
The Broncos offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good game.
The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Third and short. Two hands on the football and has the catch. Touchdown, Denver. I hope you have your blowout playbook, Phil, because this game is so one-sided as the first quarter is drawing near a finish.
Nah, shoot, you know me. I'm very limited. I only have one playbook, and that's all out. But, hey, that describes what we're seeing here so far. The offense, the whole football team, they've been sharp, and they're on their way to a blowout.
Driving extra point is good. The 49ers in kickoff return formation. And he'll start his return. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 21. Toss to the outside. Foster's there that time for the tackle.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped before a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The 49ers offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. The second quarter is underway with this snap. Brings it into his body. Third and 4 coming up. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. The 49ers take it from the 28. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
49ers go with the pass that time on 3rd and short. The defense was ready, and they stopped the pass. Now we have a 4th down situation.
They're set to punt it away now. And it's a fake. They're running a fake. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Well, anytime you run a fake punt and you let somebody throw the football besides the quarterback, even though the play is there and everybody's wide open, you still have a chance of not making it work. Why? Because the guy throwing it is not an NFL quarterback.
First down at the 28. Tosses the football. Mason's met after a gain of 3.
Mason's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Mason's nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with yet another touchdown here, Phil.
Well, I hope the defense learned a little something on that drive. The way they are playing is not working. So you are allowed to blitz in this league. You can take a chance. That's what I suggest. Get after it, be more aggressive, and blitz that offense.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The 49ers ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on 4th down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, Be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, and saying some words that we can't say on the air.
Second down, even after the completion. Two tight ends on the field here. And he'll hand it off to the fullback. He's tackled right at the 31. First down here after the run. Here's the quick toss. And they bring it down at the 38-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The 49ers take it from the 38. The 49ers now move the chains. First down here.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
They need to get the play off. They're going to run it on the toss. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. First down, offense readying for the snap. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. They come to the line, and it's first down. The 49ers come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Taking off. And he'll step out of bounds.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
The 49ers come out in a bunch set. The 49ers will take the snap from the 25. Gains 14.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
This next play will take place at the 11. First down here after the completion. From the shotgun. Catch made. That's a gain of only a yard.
The 49ers offense, they go with the pass down here in the red zone. They throw the ball, and it's completed, but it doesn't fool the defense. It gets very little yardage.
Second and 9. Here's the handoff. That's a gain of 7.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
It'll be third down.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
The 49ers know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2. From the gun. Looking across the middle. Phil, they have to get their quarterback going. They are losing this game, and right now they're also losing in the passing attack.
Get his confidence up, Jim, and you know how you do that? Give your quarterback some easy throws. Make some screens, somewhere you could, some picks, whatever, where he doesn't have to think. He can complete some passes and really get some confidence in himself.
Mason's tackled down after a gain of 2. The 49ers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Second down and in a very precarious spot. The Broncos come to the line with an empty backfield. Takes it from the gun. It's Mason with the catch. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. The offense stops the clock right away with a timeout. The corner step back. Out of the gun. Launches it down the field. It's intercepted. Breaks out of the tackle. He's brought down.
Well, the offense hasn't made any plays today, but their defense just came up with a big one. And let's see if the offense can produce something before halftime.
Yeah, good job by the defense. No question about that. For the offense, man, I don't know what to tell you except just wake up. Show some emotion out there, and that will help you get out of this shutout.
And a flag comes out. Well, Phil, he scrambled around, and then he moved past the line of scrimmage when he made that throw.
You know, all you have to do, Jim, as long as some part of your body is at or behind the line of scrimmage when the football leaves your hand, that's legal. That time, easy to see, quarterback way past the line of scrimmage.
The 49ers use another timeout here, and they have one left.
This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt.
An empty possession for the offense. And he just couldn't find the mark on what was a very long kick in the first place.
Well, look, that was definitely not a gimme, and you got to look at it. It takes a perfect snap, hold, and a kick, and they just missed it.
The Broncos lined up. Everybody split out wide.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Down the field. Makes the catch deep down the middle of the field. And as the first half comes to a close, we'll take a quick break before the beginning of the second half here in South Florida. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. The Broncos come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
The Broncos take it from the 23. And that gains a few. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. And here we have second down. They bring in the extra tight end. Has the reception all alone.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Drop back, shotgun formation. Pass is intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Coming out of the half, this offense now has the opportunity to get their first points on the board.
Take advantage of this opportunity. That's what you want them to do, Jim. And the wide receivers, they could not get open in the first half. Let's see if they can turn things around and find a way to get open so the quarterback can throw them the ball.
From the gun. And that picks up 3.
Coming to the line at the 38.
Second down and 7. And he hauls it in. Throws the stiff arm. And that's a gain of 13. That's another reception, giving him 2. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The 49ers at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Set up screen. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. That picks up 7.
You need balance in the NFL. That's what it's all about. Why do you want balance? To keep the defense guessing what's coming next. That play call on first down, nice throw and catch, just short of the first down.
Makes the catch. Gains 17.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Only a yard from the end zone.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. No huddle time. And now he'll take the snap. Touchdown. And they get one back.
You got to be able to take advantage of the quarterback sneak. If the defense doesn't line up properly, find the weak spot and go there to score.
Extra point is good. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. They're setting up the return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Mason's going to secure the handle. He's taken down at the 35.
The outside linebacker that time just did his job very well and gets in there and makes the tackle for no gain.
On the way, third down. The Broncos approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That's a great feeling. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
First down and 10. It's Mason with the catch.
Mason so fast, you have to back off of him. Why? Because you don't want him to run by you and go deep down the field. So that time he breaks the out route. The quarterback puts him right on target, and he makes the catch just short of the first down marker.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Second down, 2 to go. This play call is for the fullback. The Broncos offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter. First down here. The Broncos with an empty backfield look here. The final quarter begins with this snap. He's tackled right at the 48.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB. Look at the defensive line. Everybody shifting to their left.
Second down and 9. He makes the catch. Breaks at the tackle.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time, throws it down the field for another completion.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Here's the first snap after the big play. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Tackles made. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Breaking huddle at the 8-yard line.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
2nd and goal from the 8. It's Mason with the catch. Mason's met after a gain of 3.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal at the 5.
It's Mason with the catch. Denver, touchdown.
Mason's got his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. Ready to step up and send this one down to the end zone. He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The 49ers take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly.
Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
1st and 10.
Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here.
Snap it out of the gun.
He's brought down at the 46. Now looking at 3rd down. Quickly to the line.
He'll take the snap from the gun.
Should have had it.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down. Needing 5 for the first. Reaches out and snatches it.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 35.
Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Has his target. That's a pickup of 14.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. And now on 1st down, they'll go back to the air. Airtight coverage, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense.
2nd and 10.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting 1st downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest. when you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete.
Well, the guys know if they make a big hit and everybody goes ooh and ah, they'll be on the highlight reel. That's why a lot of these players play so fast and play a little out of control.
2nd and goal from the 9. Takes off with it. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
That is play number 10 on this drive.
The 49ers are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. 3rd and goal from the 5. Makes the catch. 3rd down has been a killer to them all day long.
Take the points. That's what I'm telling you, Coach. Take the points. You didn't get it done on 3rd and goal. Get 3 points and keep momentum on your side.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. And he jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and goal. He goes for it, and they get it.
He made it. The 49ers in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. Everything hinged on them recovering that onside kick, and they failed to do so.
Well, Jim, when you're doing the onside kick, you really got to hope for that perfect bounce of the football. That time it did not happen. That's why they didn't recover.
First down at the 46. Mason's got it on the handoff. Coming to the line at the 46. Second and 9. Mason's handed the football. Lynch is in on the tackle.
I don't know if that was a good run breaking those tackles or just bad tackling. Whatever it is, they get a few yards.
Third and 2 coming up.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing a blitz.
They'll run it here. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. That's a timeout by the D.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
The Broncos from the 32. Mason's tackled down at the 29.
Mason's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
Well, Jim, they got the lead. There's not much time left. Run the football in this clock. Keep it moving, and you can win the game. Take no chances. Don't jump off sides. Don't create a penalty, and put 2 hands on the ball.
3rd and 7.
Mason's taking the handoff.
They're going to run it right. On his way. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. That may have been the clincher right there.
Yeah, what a game all day long. So exciting to end it like this late in the game. Man, you enjoy victories like this.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation. He'll have a chance to take off.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The 49ers come out now with little time left on the clock, and they've got to be thinking, what could have been here today, partner?
Yeah, that's it. You know, Jim, these are tough moments, and what you do in a situation like this, don't throw any more gasoline on the fire. If you're the quarterback, don't take a chance and throw a silly interception that people are going to talk about. Don't fumble the ball if you get the ball in your hands as a runner or a receiver, and just get this game over with.
The 49ers have it at the 24.
Going for the home run. And intercepted. The Denver Broncos have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy heading back to Denver.
What you give, you fall like a
inside, stuck up to my chest and told me to drive. I was scared, but she was beautiful, like a movie. She kept looking back